Hi guys. Thanks for tuning in today. We're going to be sewing the Divina Handbag. So it's a smaller one by Bagstock Designs. And yeah, I just thought I would go live if anybody had any questions, and we'll just go from there. I actually haven't sewn this bag before. I've read all the instructions. I've reviewed it a million times. I'm pretty sure it's like other bags I've done. So I'll be going along with the pattern, word for word probably. And so hopefully when you try doing this, you can follow along with your pattern and I won't confuse you. So hi guys. You just got the notification? Oh, I just started, so you're good. Okay, so instead for this bag, instead of doing that, just the handles attached, I'm doing connectors. I just like doing connectors on my bags. And for these connectors, I just did 4.5 by 2 pieces. And I already stitched them together and I'm going to put them on my top pieces. Real quick here. Diana, first time watching you. Hey, Connecticut. How's it going? I'm in Denver. Washington. I bet you're cold there. We're super cold here. It is so windy and nasty right now outside. My little dogs don't even want to go. Another Washington. Awesome. Ask me any questions you guys have as we go along. I get a little nervous doing lives because if I screw up, everybody sees it. But I figure that's a good thing to learn. 50 degrees. Jeez, it's like 20 outside with a wind chill of 2,000 negative degrees here. All right, I'm just putting some tape on my connectors here so they'll stick. Get my pen. Romania, holy cow. Lots of awesome people and places. So crazy. Okay, so I've marked the centers of mine and it wants you to do it 3.5 or 3.25 away from your center marks. So I'm going to mark that real quick. Sorry, let me turn off my ringer there. Okay. Let's see, 3.25. Hi, guys. You don't know how long you'll be able to look at the Broncos? I know. They didn't do too great this year. They haven't been having a good run lately. But I've lived in Denver 20 years, and you kind of like, it's a requirement to be a diehard fan. All right, I'm just going to baste these on. Well, actually not baste. I actually sew these on. And then later, after I add the foam, I'm going to rivet them on. And I like to do an X on my connectors. I just feel like it gives it more extra security there. And I use this piece of vinyl on the back of my walking foot because my walking foot tends to chew up my vinyl sometimes in my leather. Bangladesh. Oh, thank you, Maggie. I try to be ready to go when I do my videos, so I'm not running around like a mad woman. What type of industrial do I have? It's called a King Max. It's not, you can't find it online. I got it in a an actual shop here in Denver, and it was right next to the Juki 1181, and it's pretty much just the non-name brand of the Juki 1181, and I absolutely love it. And it was just a couple $100 cheaper, and it just sews beautifully. I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. All right, see, I'm just doing that for my connectors, and then I'll go back and because we have to put foam on this bag, and then I'm going to put rivets through my foam. It is very quiet. My machine is super quiet, especially when I've like freshly oiled it and everything. It's great. Yeah, the only thing that I had a problem with was my stitching and the tension at first, but once I figured all that out, it's been great. I haven't had any issues. Oh, thank you. I like your work very much. Thank you so much. I'm glad other people are watching my videos. It makes me happy. I like to share what I know and what I've learned. All right. How often do I oil it? I just have, that's my top place, my top panel. I don't know, every like week or week and a half probably. Depends how much sewing I've been doing, really. If I've been doing a ton and it starts sounding loud and clunky, I kind of know that it probably needs some oil. And it just has 3 little spots too. It just has 3 little spots where I put just a drop of oil in each of them and it's done. It's so simple. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure how to say your name. Rifat? Right? I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. My name's Kasaya and people butcher it all the time. I wish I could, and I'm horrible at pronouncing names. All right, so now I'm just doing the other side. Same exact thing. Clip that on there. All right, one more. What marking pen am I using? I'm just using, it's called an Air Erasing Sew Line pen. You just get it at Joann's or Amazon. I really like it. I use that one a lot, and then for darker things, I use this. It's called, the brand's Clover, and it's a chalking pen. I really like it for my darker materials. It works really well, and it just rubs right off. And this one, it just disappears, or if you put heat on it or water, it'll come off as well. It's pretty cool. I think there's a lot of different pens you could probably use out there on the market. Those are just the ones that I tend to use a lot. Hi, Ruth. Thanks for joining. I know morning time is kind of hard for people to come in on lives, but when I do them at night, all my kids are home and my house is so loud. So after they go off to school is the best time for me to do them, when I have some peace and quiet in the house. Okay. I got my top panels done, and I'm going to add my handles later. But so if you just want to do handles and not the connectors, just go ahead and sew them on like that, or like the pattern has you sew them a little bit different pattern. I don't think it matters, but it's almost evening where you're at. Oh goodness. I'm just starting my day here. Okay. So like I said, I haven't done this pattern before. I'm kind of just, I'm going along with it here. All right. So next we want to attach the middle ones. I got all my pieces cut out here. My middle panels. All right. I'm taking my middle one, putting it on top of my handles there on the bottom. And I haven't looked at what the seam allowance is. Let's see. A 1/2 inch seam allowance on this one. Okay. And I'm gonna go over that handle connector spot. I'm gonna reverse over it and go over it again, just so it's nice and secure. And like that. Let's see. So the fabrics I'm using on this one are what is this? It's the Rifle Paper Company, or Paper Company. I used to scrapbook, and that's how I know Rifle. Rifle fabric, canvas. And then this is my vinyl from mypunkbroidery.com. And it's super pretty. It's like a sparkly rose gold, and it's got a cool texture on it. So hopefully it'll make a pretty bag. And then on the inside, I'm going to be using waterproof canvas. I love using waterproof canvas on the inside of my bags. And I get that from fabric.com usually. All right. Let me top stitch. Yep, top stitch that up. I'm using like some dark gray thread, so it's going to be kind of a pretty accent to it. I made a matching Maryland wallet last night for this bag. It turned out pretty cute. All right, and top stitch the next piece. How long have I been sewing? You know, I learned from my mom. My mom's a big quilter. she used to sew everything. So she taught me when I was pretty young. And then I didn't really take it up until I started having kids and wanted to sew them stuff. So, and that was probably when I started, it was probably about 10 plus years ago. And then the bag making, I just got into a couple years ago and realized that I absolutely love it. I just love it. Yes, I do sell what I make. I have an Etsy store. And sorry, just a second. I have an Etsy store, SiahSwag bags, and I am currently working on a website. My sweet nephew's building it for me because I'm old and I don't understand how all that works. All right, so we want foam for our front panel, just our front one. And I'm not going to, I can't really, what am I trying to say? I'm not going to use heat because I don't want to melt my vinyl. So I'm just going to baste it onto my edges here. All right, 1/4 inch seam allowance here. Hi, Bob and Weave. I've been watching your videos. You have some awesome videos. Go check out Bob and Weave's YouTube. She does some great tutorials. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, I feel super old when I talk to my nephew. He's telling me all these things that I should be doing, and I don't know half of what he's talking about. So I'm happy that he knows what he's talking about. My kids show me half the things that I need to figure out on computers and phones. All right, so this will be my front panel. So because with your back panel, we're going to put a whole one piece of foam on the back panel, but we have to piece the front one together. So I've got my connectors, I've got my middle piece, and then I just basted that on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and rivet my handles real quick. I have all my stuff here just to show you. All right. I'm just going to do, I'm going to do mine right up here. You don't speed sew. It's good to see I'm not alone. Yeah, no, I'm not a speed sewer either, but I like to take my time and know I'm doing everything correct rather than go back and redo stuff. So people that watch me are usually kind of the same. Brandy, you like my shirt? Thank you so much. They didn't do that great this year, but that's okay. You have 2 daughters that know everything. Yeah. My kids act like I'm an idiot half the time, but that's okay. What do you do? Someday they'll realize I'm not. All right. I'm just putting some rivets on my handles through the foam. Okay. All right. Brandy, yes, I am in Colorado. I am in Parker, which is just south of Denver. All right, there's my front panel. Super pretty. I love this vinyl. Okay, next we're gonna do our, we're gonna put that aside and we're gonna do the zippers for our front pockets on this bag, which I think are super cool. So I have 2 zippers. I've got 2 tabs. I've already kind of ironed them together. I'm going to, so you want to make sure when you put these tabs on, you want your pockets to open from the inside out on this bag, if that makes sense, because you have 2 zippers and you want them to open like that. So make sure when you put your tabs on that you're doing them that way. I'm just going to put those on this first one. And a 1/4 inch seam allowance there. Okay. Oh, thank you. I hope you have a good day too. Brandy, you're in Grand Junction? Awesome. Hi, Bailey. I'm dog watching. Isn't she cute? This is Bailey. I know. Hi. Yeah. Hello. Hi, baby. All right. And then I'm top stitching that. And then I'm going to put my other zipper on. You know what? I'm just going to go like this and stick that zipper in there. So I'm going to make sure I'm doing this the right direction. You want to rivet press, but you like hammering, huh? Hammer away then. ISO late at night and hammering's too loud. So I had to get a rivet press. And I love my press. Totally worth it for me. All right. Put that second zipper on there. Okay. All right. We've got our zippers connected. That's the front. And that's the back. All right. Glory, I'm not an idiot. Thank you. Will you tell my kids that? Jaded. Did you ask what? You asked a question and I missed it. Oh, about Peltex? Oh, Peltex is a stabilizer. It's not an interfacing. No, Peltex is an interfacing, not a stabilizer. Stabilizer is like a woven fuse material that you put on so your material doesn't stretch. And Peltex it's really stiff and hard, and you usually insert it to like wallets and stuff in the bottoms of your bags. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got our zipper and we want the exterior front panel, which already has foam on this one. Okay, so you already have your foam on your exterior front panel. And then I want my pocket piece. I got my press from Amazon. Yeah, there is a lot of debate on that topic. I got it from Amazon. I haven't had any issues with it. Some people have lots of issues with their presses from Amazon. I have not. It's been a great little tool, so I don't know. All right. We're going to put this on our, actually, I'm going to trim these down real quick so they're flush with the zipper. Chicago screws, yeah, I'm pretty sure you could probably use them. I actually haven't used Chicago screws yet because I've just done rivets, so I'm sure you could. All right, so we're gonna pin our zipper right sides down onto our front panel. And we're gonna baste that on there. I cut my zippers a little bit longer than my panel, just I wasn't sure because I've never made this before. So, all right. I like to give myself a little wiggle room when it comes to things like zippers and stuff, because if you cut it short, there's nothing you can do about it. But you can always trim them up if you cut them too long. All right. All right, let's make sure I've got my zipper pocket going the right way here. All right, so I've got my zipper pocket. I'm gonna put it right side down on top of my zipper there. And I'm gonna get as close to my zipper as I can and sew that on there. You have a hard time selling your stuff, would you recommend Etsy? Etsy is pretty cheap and it's a good way to start. Etsy is hard. It's hard to sell on because it's oversaturated. There's so much on Etsy, which is why I'm getting a website. With my website, I'm going to be able to do more custom orders, and hopefully people can just go to my, like, it'll be easier for them to find me. So I have more luck doing custom orders than I have with actually selling whatever I feel like making, which kind of stinks because that's part of the fun of it, is being able to create. And when you're doing a custom order, it's still fun, but it's not what you want it to create. I don't know if that makes sense. But try Etsy. I mean, it's worth it. It's cheap. You can try it for 6 months. And if you have luck, great. And if you don't, then try something else. That's what I would suggest. Can I use Peltex on cotton, lycra, and I wouldn't use Peltex. I would use SF 101 or Woven Fuse from Barb's GotInterfacing.com. GotInterfacing.com. I usually use her things on all my bags. She sells Woven Fuse and Decaville light and heavy, and it is fabulous for bag making. Totally worth the money. But I would put Woven Fuse on stretchy material. Yeah, Bodio, I haven't purchased from them yet, but I've heard good things about them too. Hi, Tiffany from Arizona. Do you feel like a manufacturer? Yes, Nicole. That's why I don't like it sometimes. Okay, so we've got that on there. I'm going to top stitch those. Okay, I'm doing that, and now I'm going to top stitch. Hey, Hawaii. Hi, Diane. I have family who lives in Hawaii. Do I use Peltex on vinyl? Yeah, I do sometimes. For the bottoms of my bags. I do. But I also love Decaville Heavy for the bottom of my bags. I'm just top stitching this pocket down here. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a cute front, guys. I have loved this bag, and I've been so excited to try it. So that's what I have so far. Okay, there's my pocket. So we're going to pull that up to the top edge of our zipper, and we're going to baste that on there, just like that. Jessica. You love that I show my steps and hate it when people fast forward the steps. Thank you. I appreciate that. Making dog carrier needs stiff sides. Any recommendations? Peltex. That would be my recommendation. All right, so we're going to baste that pocket up on the top part of the zipper. All right, I need a drink. I have a sore throat, not feeling that great. And I have to travel tomorrow, so I'm hoping it goes away. Okay. Thank you, guys. Did I take a long to start seeing profit? I still don't really see profit, guys. I still haven't made a lot of money. I'm hoping eventually I will make profit. Yes, I'm hoping. Every time I feel like I get ahead, I have to purchase more supplies. So it's kind of a sad cycle right now, but I enjoy it so much that it's worth it for me. I'm hoping someday I will see a profit out of this and can make this an actual income for my family. Yes. All right, let's see. So next you want to mark your center points because we're going to separate our pockets. Okay, so I just marked my panel's about 14 inches wide, and so I marked 7 down at the bottom and the center of my zipper tabs up here, and I'm drawing a line down, and I'm going to separate my pockets. Just like that. Oh, thank you. You like my tumbler? It's like my cup in my house. Everybody knows they're not supposed to touch my cup. All right, so next we're going to do basting along all the edges to close up your pocket, and then I'm going to go up and down along the center part of my pocket to make it 2. All right. All right, and then I'm going to go up this side. All the way to the top. And over. And then I'll go back down. And then I'll finish basting the rest of the way. All right. So we have our front pockets. Super cute. So there, you can see I separated them off. So you have your 2 front pockets here. Pretty cool. Okay. Next. I'm like you with my quilts. I sell more custom orders, yeah, than pre-made quilts from tutorials. Yep. That's okay. Yes, I break even. I do break even with what I make and everything. So that's good. But hopefully, eventually, I will see profit. Are you planning to design your own patterns, Jody? yes, that is in the future. I would love, I feel like I need more experience first with doing other bags before I can do that. But that is like my ultimate thing, is to be able to design my own things, which I have made a couple of my own bags from my own designs, and they've turned out okay, but I would love to eventually be able to design my own stuff. Okay, I'm just singeing burning the edges of my zippers just so they don't fray. But you trim all of that extra off, and then we're going to add our top panel on, which is the one with the foam. Okay. Oh. Guys, I think some people like to just come in here and troll. My husband's on. Daniel, can you take care of that? Seriously. Thank you, Daniel. Could I put a link where I get my lining? Yeah. My lining's just, you mean like my waterproof canvas? Brenda, I get it from fabric.com. They have quite a few different colors, and it's called OtterTex. And I really think it makes awesome linings. And that is where I get most of mine. Okay, so I'm just pinning that. Hi from Ireland. Okay. Let's see how big of a, let me do there. Okay. It's gonna be a cute bag, guys. I like it. Move your zippers out of your way as you're sewing. Okay. And then you want to top stitch that. Did I miss anybody? All right, and then we want to top stitch that. So you want to make sure and catch this foam in your stitching when you're top stitching your panel, which you should. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't, but the pattern says to make sure that you catch that in there. Awesome. Okay. Do you think you can make the Mia wallet? I'm having a hard time with zipper in the middle. I actually just bought the Mia wallet and everything to go with it. So that is, yes, I was planning on doing the Mia wallet. Pamela. Okay, so that's our front. Oof, that's pretty. Okay. We'll set that aside. Okay, so now we're just going to do the back. Same way. We need this. And then right here. And then we're going to do our foam on that. Okay. Lori, you love the fabric. Thank you. Yes. That little puppy is a golden doodle, and her name's Bailey. She's fabulous. We are just dog sitting, but I absolutely love her and want to keep her for myself. All right. So next we're going to take our bottom panel and our top little panel, and we're going to put those together. How much do I sell this bag for? I'm not sure yet. I said at the beginning, this is my first time putting together this bag. So I'm not sure how much I would sell this for yet. I think it's going to be a gorgeous bag though. Let's see. Not missing any pieces, right? Let me double check that. Yeah. Okay. So sew that together. Oh, 3/8 seam allowance. That's okay. Yikes, people. I need a word for people who come in here. Sorry, I'm trying to find my seam ripper. Where'd it go? There's one. Yes, I have my husband on, so hopefully he's helping get some people off of there. I may need another one though. Hi from Alabama. Hi, Anita. Thanks for joining. The bobbin weave, you can help me moderate. That would be awesome. I think I have to get on and give you permission to do that. Not sure how that works. Okay, you sew this together at a 3/8 seam allowance. Okay. Oh my goodness, I keep setting my scissors everywhere. You print out my patterns. I do both. I print out my patterns and I download them like on every device that I have. So I always have them able to read and to go back to. Okay, I'm going to top stitch that. And then we're going to add our foam. I used to just print out my patterns and then it was so much paper. And so I've just been saving them in files on all my computers and my phone. So they're easily available. All right. There we go. I'll work on adding the bobbin weave. Thank you, Daniel. All right, so next we want our foam piece that you should have already cut out. And we're just going to baste that on there. I could probably, actually, you know what? I'm going to turn on my heat press real quick and I'm going to press that on there. Hi, Bailey. Oh, I can do that from here. The 3 dots. Sorry, just a minute. Add moderator. There we go. I added you. Bobbin weave. Thank you so much. Tina. Hi. My machine is a King Max. It is an off-brand of a Juki. It's equal to the Juki 1181. Domestic Juki. I'm not sure if a domestic Juki can sew through this. I don't have experience with that. I know that my domestic was struggling, and I had I have a Bernina Virtuoso 150. It could not handle it. But you could probably, maybe with all cotton you could do it. But my machine just could not handle it when I wanted to do all the vinyl and the leather and all the different layers. Oh, I ran out of bobbin. Maybe the semi-industrial GP, like the series. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, the Juki 1181. That's pretty much what I'm sewing on, except mine says King Max on it. All right. Sorry, ran out of bobbin there. There we go. Let me get another one wound up real quick. Okay. All right, I'm going to heat press my my foam just like on this part real quick. Not touching my vinyl though. Yeah. Yeah, the needles definitely help if you use the right needles. For sure. Okay, so there's my back panel, and I am going to go ahead and add my label on real quick, my tag, before I forget that. And then go to the next thing. I'm actually going to put it on my front panel, though. All right. Let me turn this machine off. Hi, bud. I think I'm going to put it right here. All right. All right. All right, so next we're going to go to the interior, the inside. That's what I did on that. Okay, so next we want our zipper pockets and our lining here. What machine press do I have? It's just a Singer. What is it? Yeah, it's just a Singer. Nothing fancy. It's a steam press, and I don't really put any steam in it though. Works for me. All right, so our pockets, our zipper pockets are next. Oh my goodness, where'd my pen go? There it is. Bobby Flay, what's up? All right, I'm just doing my zipper pocket on the inside, and this one you're going to leave open on the bottom. Okay. And I just find my centers. It says 2.5. Well, 1.5 down from the top of this. Yeah, Alibaba, that is where I got my name tags. It can be pretty confusing at first. They hook you up with somebody to actually talk to. And it took me a while to figure out exactly how to communicate what I wanted. but they knew exactly what I was talking about. And when my tags came, whoever I got mine from, I love them. They did a great job. Try again, Jaded. It's worth it. I know it seems overwhelming, but once you figure it out and get the right person, they're awesome little tags. All right, so I'm sewing my zipper pocket on. Hello from Kentucky. I do not have a website yet. Currently working on that. I'm on Instagram at SiahSwag Bags, and I have a page on Facebook, SiahSwag Bags, and an Etsy shop, and they're all SiahSwag Bags. So pretty easy to find, hopefully. But I'm currently in the process of getting a website up and running. All right. Got that on there. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to slice that open. Do you use a regular needle or a leather needle? I have, it's not quite a leather needle because when you use, well, at least for my machine, if I use a leather needle, it pokes an actual big hole and it weakens other fabric. So I have to be careful just to use it on leather. I use the needle right under that. I'm not sure what it's considered, but this is, can you see that? Focus in there. Those are the needles I use. Well, I designed my tags. So my son drew up a design for my tags and we put it on the computer, and that's what I sent to them when I ordered them. It wasn't something they already had. Yeah, I usually do put my links in my descriptions. Oh, whoops. What am I doing? I didn't cut this. Didn't cut my corners. I'm like, why is that not turning? There we go. All right. Yeah. Pull that through. All right. I am going to, you got your Brandy, you got your industrial 6 months ago. Yeah, it is a total game changer. The things that you can do with it are amazing. All right. Get my zipper real quick. Taking my zipper here. My zipper is 11 inches long. Put tape on it. Hope it stay in place. Come on. Usually I do this beforehand. Forgot. All right. Okay. You're sewing your, Deborah, you're sewing your first new purse on your new industrial. Yeah, I know. It's amazing how easy it sews over everything. It's just, You just never knew that was possible until you experience it. Okay, I'm going to go iron this real quick so it stays down. Right back. Okay. All right, I'm going to add my zipper now. Okay. I recently got double-sided leather tape from Waywack. Is that how you say it? And it's great. Super sticky, but it stinks. It has a smell to it. Not a big deal, but it's just kind of weird. But it works great. All right. Put your zipper in there. Okay, and sew that in. Hi, Dagmar. Thanks for joining. All the way from Germany. So cool. How many places are here? All right, just sew that in there. Get my zipper out of the way before I go the rest of the way here. All right, that zipper sewn on, and then we're going to add the back piece to it. Yeah, Jaded, it's a weird, I guess it's a chemical smell. Blech. It's gross, and I ordered like 7 rolls of it. I don't even want to bring it in my room because it smells so bad. All right, so just pin the back piece of your zipper pocket on here, and we're going to sew it all the side edges and the top, and we're leaving the bottom open. And it's a pretty big opening on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to sew these 3 edges. If you use a smaller needle and double-sided tape, I was getting a skip stitch, yeah. I sometimes do too when I'm using the double-sided tape. A trick, I don't know if this is like a trick I figured out when I was doing some handles with double-sided tape, and it was messing up my stitching. I got an alcohol rubbing wipe, and after a few stitches, I would wipe my needle with it, and it would clean off the stickiness from the tape, and then my stitches wouldn't skip. I don't know. I felt like that was working pretty well. All right. Got our pocket there. We are going to have to roll that up. We're going to leave that open. I'm not sure if I'm going to turn the bag through this or if I'm going to turn it through my lining yet. I'm going to leave it open either way because I like to pull the lining through my pocket and stitch the lining up and then sew up my pocket. So my lining has a nice clean stitching. Yeah, try that with the alcohol wipes. It might work for you. Do I use silicone for needle against gum? I'm not sure what you mean by that. All right, I'm gonna go press that real quick. Oh, fluid. I haven't. No, I haven't tried that. Okay, I'm gonna go iron that real fast. Okay. All right. Let's do the slip pocket next. Put this one aside. So we got that all done. Okay. Let's do our slip pocket. All right, right sides together and stitch the top. All right. Flip that over and top stitch that. Okay, there's our slip pocket. My middle here. Okay. Center that up. I'm going to separate this into two pockets too because it's pretty big. That's what the pattern calls for too. Find my middle mark. Right there. All right. Stitch that just like you did the front pocket when you were separating them. Come back down. This is probably big enough. You could even do like probably one smaller in the middle and two bigger ones on the sides. Maybe a perfect cell phone one. That might be something good to try. All right, there's our slip pocket. Oops. trim the edges here just a little bit. All right, so we got our inside done, and now we're going to work on our recessed zipper. There's my inside with my slip pocket. Okay. So get your pieces for your recessed zipper next. All right. So we need to sew down the zipper. Yes, there are two sizes for this pattern. There's a handbag size and there's a tote size. I wanted to see how big the handbag size was, so that's what I'm doing. This is the handbag, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty fun little size. So I'm just folding my end down like that, and I'm going to stitch it right there. Oh, maybe. Come on. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. There's a couple different ways you could pull down the ends, but this is just the way that has worked for me so far. Oh, sorry, that's not perfect. I want to try that one more time. Sometimes it takes me a couple goes. Let's try that again. All right. This is where being a perfectionist is probably not the best thing. This is the part of the zipper okay, so there it goes, just like that. All right, I'll try and let me sew that down and then I'll show you. I know this part took me a little while to get right, but once you get it, you're like, oh, that's how you do it. You just folded it down, just like that. Okay. All right, and you got to try and make sure you got them even there. Yeah, that looks about right. All right. All right. Sorry, that took me a minute. I was going to do that beforehand and I forgot. All right, so you see how it's pretty even there? Hope that helps. Okay. So next, we want to fold down the edges on these. So I am going to get some tape. Fold down my edges here. And I usually just fold them down the same width as the tape, if that makes sense. And you want to try and get all of them pretty even. You could line them up and do one big thing of tape and cut them. I'm just doing it this way. All right. There we go. So I just put tape on my edges here. All right, fold them all down. Music or nothing. Hi. I feel like I should be entertaining you as I sew because it's so quiet. I can tell you stories. I don't know about what. All right, so I just kind of line them up, make sure they're pretty even. They don't have to be perfect, but I used to hate recessed zippers as well, but they make a cool looking bag, so just keep trying. You'll get it. Hard to dance and sew at the same time. Yes, it is, Deborah. Wish I could do it. Could you imagine? I'd really get a lot of people watching. Okay, so I just folded down the edges. Here's my zipper. I closed I sewed on the edge so I don't take off my zipper. So, all right. And this one's a little bit different because we're attaching this to our, oh yeah. Let's see, sorry. Oh, that's right. All right. Folded edge, 3/8. All right. Mark 3/8 in, guys. Oh, we're doing ours a little bit different though, but that's okay. All right. Okay, sandwich that zipper in there. All right. Yep. Okay. What? How many bags did you sew before you were happy with the results? It's a good question. I'm not sure. It took me a little while. Probably about 6 months after I really started getting into it, I started getting bags that I loved. So I'm just sandwiching my zipper in between there, guys. All right. I'm going to zip my zipper completely out of the way, so I don't even have to worry about it. All right. There's one side. And then you're just going to do the other side. I'm going to top stitch that first. Can I ask what state I am from and how long I've been sewing? Well, I've lived in Colorado now over 20 years. So I guess I'm pretty much from Colorado. And I've been sewing probably for about 10 years. Yeah. Okay, so there's our first part, and I'm going to top stitch that together. All right. Sorry, let me just make sure. Yep. It's nerve-wracking doing these lives because I don't want to screw up. Hopefully you guys still love me if I mess up. All right. Top stitch that sucker on. I was tempted to do this part before I even did the video, but I know if you're like me, I want to see all the parts of the bag being made. So this part's kind of tedious. All right. Got my first one on there. Just like that. And do the same thing with the next side, okay? Turn that over. I'll start with my bottom since I marked the 3/8 on it. I'm going to trim this part down just a little bit. All right. You just want to make sure your zipper is it's even. So I'm going to zip this up actually to make sure I am putting it in the right spot. Does that make sense? Because you don't want your zipper when you zip it up to be uneven. So just zip that up and make sure you're starting in the right spot. Okay. That looks good. Oh no, no love lost. Thank you. My industrial machine is a King Max. It's pretty much the off-brand of a Juki 1181. And people have not been able to find it online. I got mine in an actual storefront. So I don't know. You know, it's kind of funny. Lori, you were going to ask if I've ever made a major mistake live. So this is only really my second live that I've done. And both of my lives are bags that I'm sewing for the first time. Probably not the smartest thing, but I figure it might be helpful for other people to see me learn how to make a bag for the first time. On my tutorials, I've usually made the bag a few times before I do a tutorial. I just thought it would be fun to do this one again live for the first time. All right. Top stitch that. And then I think we add it to our lining. Thank you, Bob and Weave. Thank you, Lori. I don't know if I'm brave or stupid. One of the two. All right. Here we go. Oh, actually, let's start on this side. Here we go. All right, and that's our recess zipper. I have plenty of extra. Like I said, I always cut my zippers extra long just in case. That's our zipper. It's okay. All right. Yes, I do have an Etsy shop. Jaded, we're learning together. Yep, we are. This is not out of your league. You could totally do this. Anybody can do this. All right. Let's take our linings. Lining bottom with the zipper pocket. Right side up. Place the main zipper. All right, let's find our centers. So we can center this sucker up. Right. In the center of this. Right here. And right here. Okay. And I want my zipper to be on the right or the left-hand side. All right. And we're going to put that on there. Be on the same side. Yeah, main zipper. Okay. Pinning this on. Just like that. And we're going to sew that on there. It says, sorry, is that right? That seems wrong. No, that's right. Yep, okay. And then we should have another piece like this to go on top of that. Oh, you guys, see, I did that wrong. I did it upside down. I messed up. Backwards, yeah, backwards. Why didn't you tell me? I thought it was weird. That's okay. It is totally fixable. Learn from my mistakes. Oh, gosh. I thought that looked wrong. Dang it. It's got to face up, guys. You want to see the right side. The picture, it's hard to tell if it's the top part of your bag or not on the pattern. It doesn't, they're kind of, place the lining bottom, place the main zipper closing on top of the bottom lining. It doesn't say on the directions. Yeah, you've done that many times, Brandy. Good. I'm glad I'm not alone. I told you I'd mess up. Shoot. It's okay. We can fix that. It's a good thing about it. It's all fixable. I'm glad I realized it before I did the other side, right? Yeah, it's fixable. I can do it. I can do it, guys. All right. Flip that around. This way. Okay, you want it facing up, people. Because my vinyl is my top part, okay? There we go. Just like that. Haha. There we go. It's okay. There we go. All right, now put the top piece of your lining on here. I wish, so next time I make this pattern, I'll make this piece the vinyl color. Yep. That makes more sense, but that's okay. All right, pin that down. Yeah, Tiffany, you jinxed me. What? You cannot read my message. Where are you at? I'm not sure what you said. All right. All right, same thing. Sew it on there. No, I don't sell on eBay. Okay. Pick that up, top stitch that. It says press the lining towards the top, making sure the seam allowance is pressed towards the top. All right. Yeah, next time I'll do these top pieces in the vinyl. I don't know what I was thinking when I cut these pieces out. That's okay. All right, so that's what it should look like. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. The name of this pattern is called the Divina Handbag and Tote. It's 2 different sizes that it comes with, and it's by Bagstock Patterns. I'll put the link on the bottom. All right, do the same thing, guys, on the other side. I need to find my centers. Center of this, did I? Yeah, I did. All right. There we go. Stick that on there. And I am just going to do this all in one here. Put that on there with it, just like that. All right, sew that on there, and then top stitch just like you did on the other side. Who's late to the party, Nicole? Just a little bit, that's okay. right. Top stitch that sucker on. All right. We got our lining done, and now we need to do our gusset. So those are my linings, okay? And the gusset. Now the pattern calls for foam on the gusset, but I am not doing foam on it. I'm just going to do Decavel light. I think it'll turn out fine, so we'll see. We shall see. I just lined them with Decavel light. Okay. My bottom, same thing. And I'm not using purse feet on this one. Half-inch seam allowance, and then top stitch. Okay. What's the name of the material? I'm using vinyl canvas and waterproof canvas on this bag. Okay, just like that. And we're going to top stitch that. Thank you, Nana D. I'm glad people enjoy the videos. I hope they're helpful. Are the materials expensive? I don't know. I'm not sure what you consider expensive. I don't think bag making is a cheap hobby, right? At all. But that's okay. All right. Top stitch that. I don't want to fold it that way. Make sure you top stitch them both the same way. Just like that. Okay. There is a problem with having your trash can right by your table. I knock things in my trash can all the time, and then I'm like, where did it go? Yikes. Okay. Let's do, I'm just going to go ahead and do the bottom. Yep, it says repeat on the bottom. Okay. Go ahead and do your bottom gusset. Sorry, your lining. Your lining. That's your bottom. It doesn't say to do it smaller. Sometimes you do your lining smaller than your outside. This one doesn't say to do it, so we'll see. I'm sorry, not smaller, bigger seam allowance. So it'll fit into your bag. That makes sense? Bigger seam allowance on your lining. Do you have a link to the Etsy store? Yes, I do, Bunny. You can either search SiahSwag bags, or I will put a link in the comments or in the description of the video when I'm done with the video. This one will most likely be for sale. And I'm making right here. And I made a matching wallet with it last night. That is super cute, the Maryland wallet. All right. We're almost done, guys. We just have to piece this all together. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and clip the centers of these. I think that'll be helpful when we're putting the whole bag together. Okay, the centers of the bottom. On both. I'm guessing that's going to be helpful when we're lining it up. Okay. Have our gussets. All right, here we go. Let's put this sucker on. Let's do our outside first. Random question. Am I a what? I don't know what that is, Nicole. Stay-at-home mom. Yeah, sorry. I am a stay-at-home mom. 18 plus years with my kiddos. I've got 5 kiddos. My oldest is 18 and a half. My youngest is 7. And they are awesome. All right. So we're just going to find, earlier I had found the center to do my pocket. So I already have it clipped. So we're just going to line our centers up. Okay. And we're going to just start doing this. Let's see. The gusset. Clip the gusset corners. So 1/2 inch. Okay. Gussets are kind of, either love them or you hate them. I don't know. They take time to piece on there and get them right. I find if I clip, I'm going to clip my curves on the bottoms, and that will help it kind of ease in to sew it, hopefully, and you won't get like ripples or bumps. Does that make sense? And sometimes I staple if it's really hard and they're not wanting to cooperate and stay in place. I'll staple it. But I think for this one, I am going to clip. Go ahead and do it on the top too. Nicole, you have 3. Yeah, it's pretty awesome being able, if you can do it, to stay at home with your kiddos. I'm grateful that I've been able to do that. Not possible for everybody though. Daniel, take that person out. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, yay, you're getting fun stuff with your taxes, Nicole. That's awesome. That's exciting. Okay, sorry, I'm just clipping my round edges there so they'll fit better when I'm pinning them down. Yeah, I would definitely suggest clipping them. seems to be the trick on this one. Okay. And kind of sit right in there pretty nicely. I think this bag, it feels like it's going to be great with just this vinyl and the Decibel light on it. I think that's all you need. I mean, you could do foam. I just feel like it would be so thick. I don't know. I guess maybe I should try making it both ways. But I would definitely be clipping. See, something else went in my dress. Same pair of scissors. Okay. I would definitely clip your edges. Yes, Daniel is my hubby. He's at his little office space being my administrator, even though I didn't ask him to. He's awesome. I thought he'd be too busy. Thank you, Daniel. All right, I got that clipped on. Okay. And it suggests sewing it with the gusset facing up so you can kind of see where you're going, okay? And 1/2 inch seam allowance. And then we're gonna trim it down and do the same on the other side. Okay, do it. Just gonna kind of have to work your corners too. Just go slow around your corners. Yeah, these ones aren't too bad. This bag would look super cute with feet. Maybe I should have done feet. Tiffany. All right. I have a little extra here. I'm just going to trim that down. Okay. Good. All right, I'm just going to trim that down right now real quick. Get all that out of the way, and then I'll do the other side. Okay. Get your other piece. I'm going to mark my center on this one. And trim this down just a little bit. My foam is big. You know what? I never finished putting down my foam on this one. I got distracted. Let me do that real quick. All right, put the centers, find your middle. All right. Find your centers. I'm excited for this bag. It looks like a perfect purse size. And the tote must be pretty big. I was unsure whether to do the tote because it looked so big. And this gusset is going in pretty easily, guys. Looks like a pretty easy one. Not having any troubles pinning it in there. So that's good. Sometimes they're so hard to get in there. Your brats are mostly grown. Wow. Your youngest is 29. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my oldest wants to move out, and it makes me sad. But it's probably time, I guess. All right, got that all clipped. Sew that on. Again, I would do gusset side up so you can kind of see what you're doing with it. All right, trim that down. Oh no, foam crashing. Oh, is it huge, Kathy? The tote? Yeah, I thought it might be, and I'm more of a smaller bag person. I don't need huge bags anymore. Trim this all down. All right. Making it on a domestic. Yeah. Do you use the same wet thread in your weight thread bobbin? weight thread in your bobbin as you do on the top. Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure it makes a difference. Sorry. Okay, let's turn this right side out real quick. Let's look at what we got. And then we got to do our lining and we'll put it together. It's looking good. Cute. Yeah, that's what we got. That is a cute size, guys. I like it. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's do our lining real quick. How long have I been bag making? About a couple years. Like really into it bag making, about a year, I would say. All right. Did I clip my centers? So clip your centers on your lining. I sew, oh no, who are you talking to? Sorry. Trying to make sure I'm not missing any questions here. How wide is the bag, Angela? I'm not sure. I'll measure it. Okay. All right. Do the same thing that you did on your outside. Start flipping it around. Yeah, so this says to increase your seam allowance as you go. So start with the same seam allowance and then increase it. So your bag fits into, so it fits into your bag a little bit better. This might be tricky with this other piece here. Oh, deep. It looks pretty deep, actually. All right. I'm not even going to clip my curves on this one. The lining's a little easier to fit in there. It's not as stiff as our other piece. All right. All right, so I'm going to start at a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then once I get past like the recessed zipper, I'm going to go to a 3/4 seam allowance. I think I am going to leave a part on my lining open And I am going to pull my bag through my lining and then pull my lining through my pocket and sew it up. That's just the process I like to do. So I am going to do it that way. Okay, don't forget to go back to your 1/2 inch seam allowance when you get back up to the top of the other side. Or else you'll have a hard time sewing that bag together. All right, and then trim that down. Daniel's on top of it, huh? We need a word, a safe word. When people like that come on. I know Lauren has one when she does her videos. I need to think of one. What do my tags look like? I'll show you. I put one on this bag. I'll show you when I'm done. Hi from Atlanta. Hi, Joyce. Thanks for coming on. All right, trim that sucker down and go to the other side. I'm going to make sure I'm not twisted here. Yep. Good. I am going to leave the bottom of this one open. So I need to remember not to sew the bottom part. Yeah, orange door hinge. That's what she says, huh? I should come up with my own, though, because I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Seriously? Daniel. What is wrong with people? My goodness. All right, we are almost there. Yeah. Daniel, there's someone on there you need to get off. Jeez. Okay. So be sure not to catch your zipper. You know what? I'm going to clip the end of my zipper on here on the inside of my bag so I don't catch it. All right. Do the other side the same way. Start at a 1/2 inch and then go to 3/4. Thank you. Yeah. Scooby snacks. There you go. That's our word, guys. Scooby snacks. I like it. Let's do it. Hey, David. David. Sorry, I need my son real quick. Pink pineapple. I like that too. Hey, David. All right. All right, I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to skip that. And go to the other side over here. Leave that open. Okay, and then go back to a 1/2 inch seam allowance at the top. And then I left my bottom open, okay? And pull it out through the bag through there. All right, open up your zipper all the way. And we are going to put the two together. Grab your inside. Here we go. Need to grab my son real quick, just a second. Okay, so let's pin these two together. So your bag should be turned right side out. Your lining should be inside out. I like Scooby snacks too. The natives are wild today. Jeez. Seriously, people. All right, so I usually start somewhere where I know I can kind of center it up. So I'm going to start at my gussets here and kind of center that. Oh, I forgot to trim this. Let me trim this down real quick. Okay. All right. I have the dog mama wanting to come pick up her dogs. Give me 30 minutes. Okay. Flip your sides first. Okay, so as I mentioned before, this is my first time making this bag. And all in all, I think the pattern or the instructions are fabulous. The only part I was confused on was the zipper, but that was just a brain fart on my end. I don't think I would change much on this pattern. I think I would keep it the same. If anything, maybe I would add a slip pocket to the outside of the back panel, or maybe another zip pocket. But I think it's coming together really nice. I really like the Bagstock patterns. I've done a couple now, and they go together so nicely. And their instructions, their patterns are so well written. So I would highly suggest checking out their patterns. Okay, got that all clipped in there. All right. Let me just double check that I'm not missing anything. I'm not doing side connectors. I'm not doing a crossbody strap because it's more like a purse size, and I just don't think that it needs a crossbody strap. Yep, okay. Sew that up, 1/2 inch seam allowance. Get all my stuff out of my way here. All right. I'm going to kind of start. What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to do the inside. Sometimes I don't like doing on the inside because I feel like my lining slips, but I think I'll be okay. All right. All right. Let's pull this through. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Why? Sorry, guys. I don't even know how to fix that. I'm going to have to look more into this. All right, let's pull this back through the lining here. Yes, Kathy, they do. I don't know what's going on. Oh, bye, Nana D. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everybody who actually came to be here. It makes me happy. I appreciate all your support. All right. I'm going to have more administrative people next time, I think, huh? All right. Got our lining pulled through. Pushing everything out. All right, so I'm going to open my zipper pocket and I'm going to pull my lining piece through my zipper pocket, okay? And then I'm going to sew my lining shut, and then I'm going to sew my pocket shut. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Bob and Weave. All right. Get your lining out right there. And we're going to sew that shut. You could try pulling it through the pocket too. It might be, I don't know. It always makes me weary. I feel like there's more space when you leave the lining open. Oh my gosh. What did I drop in the trash this time? All right. Trim that down. And push that back through and then sew up your pocket. And then all we have to do after that is top stitch and we are done. Yes, but I got this vinyl from mypunkbroidery.com. Super awesome. Very pretty. I love their vinyl. They have great vinyl. All right, sew that pocket shut. Let me thread out here. right, put that back. Bye, David. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. That fits in there really nice. Okay, so all that we would have to do now is do our top stitch. I'm not going to do that right now. So I feel like I've taken enough of your time. But let me just get it all situated so you guys can see the end result. Oh my goodness. That, guys, that is such a cute bag. There's the tag. Somebody was asking what my tag looks like. That's my tag right there. Major Scooby snacks, guys. Phew. All right. And then I have my handles. I'll just clip it on so you can see, and then we'll be done. Thank you to everybody who watched this video. I appreciate it and joined me. Makes me happy. I did my handles a little bit longer than the pattern calls for too. I did them at 24, I think, because I just like a little bit of a bigger, longer handle to go over my shoulder. I don't want it sliding off all over the place. So, oh my gosh, I love it. I absolutely love it. There it is, guys. That's our Divina handbag, not the tote, but the handbag. I hope this helps. And thank you, everybody who came by and joined for the live. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. And you guys all have a good day. Thank you.